Welcome to the Hazza bin Zayed Stadium for perhaps the most highly anticipated game of matchday 3 in this season's AFC Champions League Elite. It's a repeat of last season's semi-final, with champions Al Ain hosting Saudi Pro League champions and runaway league leaders this season, Al Hilal. This is why the match is significant. Al Hilal flying high at the top of the West League stage, but Al Ain, as you can see, they're outside the top 8, and it's only the top 8 sides that go into the next stage. So if they're going to defend their title, they need to get their skates on to the home team. This is what conditions are like this evening. There's a decent breeze, but the players really won't feel the benefit of it because it's an enclosed stadium. It's quite humid and also quite warm, particularly for this stage in October. Normally the temperatures have cooled down a little bit more than this by this time of the year. But the one thing you can guarantee this evening is it's going to be a very, very big crowd. What a match we had here between these two sides in April of this year. It finished 4-2 in the first leg of the semi-final. Al Ain coming out on top. It was a match that had everything, really. 6 goals, 3 penalties, all to Al Ain, a hat-trick to the Moroccan Soufiane Rahimi. That 4-2 success to Al Ain, which helped them get through to the final. They lost the second leg 2-1, but went through on aggregate. And of course, they then went on to beat Yokohama F. Marinos over 2 legs in the final to win the title for the second time. The only UAE side to have won the AFC Champions League. They won the first edition and they won the last edition before it became, this season, the Champions League Elite. The Al Hilal fans, they've turned up in their numbers this evening, and they're anticipating certainly something completely opposite to what we saw here in April. That match was actually delayed by 24 hours due to heavy storms across the UAE. And the Hilal fans already making their voices heard. They've got to be full of confidence because their team is on a fantastic run. And what a story that is. Neymar back in the squad. He's been back in team training for 3 weeks. On the bench this evening. Not registered for the Saudi Pro League. He's well and truly registered for the AFC Champions League Elite. What a moment for him and indeed his family. See him come back after, well, a horrendous period out with a very serious left knee injury. A lot of attention on Neymar then. But he's on the bench. So for the time being, the attention has to be on the pitch. And as ever, the Al Ain fans making this stadium really, really colourful. They want to retain the title. No side has ever retained the AFC Champions League title in the Champions League era. This is the 22nd season of that era. You see the message there, flashback. It's certainly what the Al Ain fans want this evening. They want a flashback to that fantastic night in April. The AFC flag on its way out onto the pitch, followed by the match officials and the 2 teams. You can see there, just on the left of screen, going out of shot, Jorge Jesus the Al Hilal coach, wishing every player individually the best as they go out into what really is a cauldron this evening. Fantastic atmosphere here. To the evening to be relished. The teams line up. The AFC Champions League anthem plays. It's an experienced lineup for Ain, an experienced lineup for Al Hilal too. Smiles from Khalid Issa, the goalkeeper. Maybe smiling at the end of the match, I wonder. Just listen to that noise. Vast majority of fans here this evening in this Hazza bin Zayed Stadium. The capacity just over 25,000 are Ain fans, and they're doing their best to intimidate the visitors. Handshakes and high fives all round. And very shortly we will be underway. Let's have a look at the lineups then. First of all, Ain, and Hernan Crespo makes one change to the side that lost 4-2 against Al Gharafa of Qatar on match day 2. Number 8, Mohamed Abbas, is in midfield, the player who scored in the final first leg in May versus Yokohama F. Marinos. Crespo, as he so often has in AFC action, has opted for Soufiane Rahimi, the Moroccan wizard, who was top scorer last season with 13 goals, as a sort of false 9 really. And on the bench, Matteo Sanabria. He started match day 2, and he drops down now. It's a young bench with 6 players 21 or younger. The referee this evening, Mohammed Nazmi bin Nazaruddin, a Malaysian, 34 years of age. It's his second AFC Champions League Elite match of the season. He also refereed Central Coast Mariners of Australia against Buriram United of Thailand at the start of this month. He was actually the 4th official here for the semi-final in April, so he'll be all too familiar with this atmosphere. Let's have a look at the Al Hilal lineup, and Jorge Jesus has made 2 changes from the side that beat Al Shorta of Iraq 5-0 on match day 2. Number 17, Mohamed Al Yami, comes in goal in place of the Moroccan international Yassine Bounou. It's just his 2nd start of the season, Al Yami. Also in number 16, Nasser Al Dossari, who gets a shot in midfield. The Brazilian Marcos Leonardo drops to the bench, and there you can see Neymar back. A year after his torn ACL and meniscus in his left knee, he returns. He's been in team training since the end of September. Will he make an appearance tonight? Pitch got a watering about 75 minutes before kickoff, and it received another sprinkle after the players finished their warm-ups 20 minutes before the start. Hernan Crespo, he'll be up on his feet, I'm sure, on the edge of the technical area as soon as the match gets underway in his opposite number. Jorge Jesus, he's there already. Can't wait for the action to start. Al Yami, big night for him. The referee just waiting to make sure all is in readiness. Off we go. And Soufiane Rahimi straight away kicks us off with Ain playing from left to right on your screen, and goes straight back to the goalkeeper, Khalid Issa, who goes long. Listen to those boos for the Al Hilal players. Locals trying to make them feel distinctly uncomfortable. João Cancelo at right back. Koulibaly, cross to Ali Al-Balahi. He in turn goes back. First touch for Mohamed Al Yami. Made just one start this season in the Saudi Pro League. It was in the last round against Al Fayed. A 3-0 win. How busy is he going to be this evening, I wonder? Picked up in midfield by Nasser Al Dossari. On this near side, number 6, Renan Lodi, the Brazilian. He's playing at left wing back this evening. And on the ball again now. Goes down into the challenge, no free kick, picked up by Mitrovic. Switches the play over to that far side. Shot comes in the end from Cancelo, who'd cut in off the wing. Getting forward early on there, João Cancelo. He was allowed to run and run and run there. That will be a concern to Crespo. This is opposite number, Jorge Jesus. He led Al Hilal on a 34-match unbeaten run last season, which was ended here. The VAR is now checking a possible penalty. Renan Lodi gets back to his feet. I'm assuming it was for a potential handball from that shot from Cancelo, and indeed the decision is no penalty. Our VAR official this evening is Abdullah Jamali from Kuwait. Cancelo, summer signing from Manchester City of the English Premier League. Picked up by Cardoso, who's keeping Khalid Al-Hashmi out of the side, the UAE international. Cardoso arrived in the summer. Throw in by Banda Alababi on this near side. The man who lifted the trophy back in May. No change there for Rahimi. In fact, the flag's gone up for an offside. Alain made a really fast start in this game in May. See, Rahimi, that's the one thing he loves to do. The opportunity to run from deep. Palacios does well. Finds Kaku. Rahimi cutting inside. Down he goes under challenge. The referee says no penalty. He was the meat in an Al Hilal sandwich there. But the visitors can now burst away on that far side. Cancelo tries to get the crossover. The danger is still there, and the shot comes in wide of the mark from Al Dossari. Rahimi's down though in the penalty area. VAR will have a look at this too. Well, it was a clumsy challenge, that, wasn't it, by Nasser Al Dossari, coming in from behind and clattering into Rahimi. First contact is actually outside the area, but he's not played the ball there. And then you can see after that, it looked like Ali Al-Balahi who landed on the head of Rahimi. And then at the other end, it's the shot from Salim Al Dossari, wide of the mark. Ruben Neves just debating with the referee. Mitrovic involved as well. Rahimi up on his feet. Shake of the head there from Crespo's assistant. I think we could see quite clearly from one of the replays that the first contact from KSA Al-Dusari was definitely outside the area. And you can see Jorge Jesus making a point there to Rahimi. There'll be no love lost there because Rahimi tormented his side in May. Actually scored 2 of the 3 penalties Alain had that night. Alain fans looking to generate some atmosphere. It's over the head of Kaku. Work from Eric Jorgens to snuff out the danger. The long ball for Rahimi, that's what he relishes. Oh, and it's a dreadful error from Mohamed Al Yami, and he's punished. The flag's gone up though, it won't count. Well, if that goal indeed does not stand, Mohamed Al Yami has got lucky there. Horrendous error by the goalkeeper. It's what Rahimi loves. A high line from the defence, and he can run onto long balls. And then Al Yami, goodness me, what an error. But he could have had a let-off here. Lines are being drawn by VAR. Just to see whether Rahimi was beyond the last defender. He bent his run to try and ensure he stayed onside. And he was just off. Goodness me, touch and go that, wasn't it? And what relief there for Jesus and his team that Mohamed Al Yami's error didn't lead to a goal. Well, I mentioned at the start it was a big night for him, and that won't have eased his nerves at all. Palacios, your mainstay of this side, Matías Palacios. He was on the outer at the beginning of last season when Alfred Schroeder, the Dutchman, was in charge, and Hernan Crespo came in November. Palacios has been pretty much an ever-present ever since. Alababi. Again, the ball forward, looking for the run of Rahimi, who couldn't quite bring it under control. The idea is absolutely crystal clear from Alain. Get the ball over the top, get Rahimi to run onto it and use his pace. Mohamed Abbas trying to slot the ball through to him, was able to do so on that occasion. Cushioned header from Cardoso, picked up on this near side by Abdul Karim Traore. Kwame Kouadio is now UAE qualified. Made his debut for the national team against Qatar back in September. Big central defender in his 6th season of domestic football here in the UAE. That's a sloppy ball. And it's a foul. Andrew Alababi not impressed. Remonstrating with the referee as well. Player down is Renan Lodi. Well, you make up your own mind there about the contact. Reminder, Al Hilal top of the Saudi Pro League and also top of their group here. 8 goals in 2 matches in the AFC Champions League Elite, the Western region. Played 2-1-2, 6 points, one of only 2 teams after 2 rounds of matches to have a 100% record, the other one being the fellow Saudi side, Al Ali. Free kick then, after all that palaver. Taken long by Ali Al-Balahi, but to no great effect. Mopped up by Park Yong-woo. Korean Republic holding midfielder. And again, it's over the top for Rahimi. And again, he will test the defence. And again, Al-Yami, not all that certain, but he gets away with it once more. It's good work from Traore in the engine room in midfield this evening. Kaku, ball over the top, looking for Palacios. Cancelo is there though, mops up, and in the end concedes the throw-in. Switched off for a second there, Cancelo. Shoot is the call, and again not dealt with all that effectively by the goalkeeper. Gets something behind it. Shot coming in, and it was curling there, you could see from Park. Hit it with the outside of his right foot, a bit of bend on it. And not exactly safe hands from the goalkeeper. From what Elaine have seen this evening, you can be pretty sure they're going to be peppering Mohamed Al-Yami from now on. Shoot on sight will be the call. First corner of the evening then, and it goes to the hosts. Kaku. Headed away by Lodi. Picked up by Mitrovic, who was back to deal with the scraps. Good challenge coming in on Salim Al-Dossari. Al-Ababi, right wing back, never shy of a challenge. It's better from Cancelo. You could see that Palacios just asking his teammates, give me a call, because he wasn't aware that Cancelo was coming up behind him there. Even if they had given him a call, I'm not sure he'd have heard it. The atmosphere around the stadium this evening, absolutely deafening. Palacios picks up the scraps here. Ball's behind Kaku, and he tidies up. Al-Ababi. Kaku just over-eggs the pudding there. Too much weight on that pass. Little puff out of the cheeks there by Hernan Crespo. It's been that sort of start, hasn't it? Game taking place at 1,000,000 miles an hour. Good work from Sergej Milinkovic-Savic there in midfield, tidying things up and getting play out to that far side, the Serbian. He's come back and wants the ball again now. Doesn't get it though. Lodi. Tackled by Al-Ababi. It's one to keep your eye on. It's the second time that Al-Ababi has been adjudged guilty of a foul against the Brazilian left-back. Lodi not making quite so much of that challenge as he did the previous one. Traore trying to get on the end of that, almost succeeding, pressurising Al-Balahi, but in the end Al-Balahi does well, right in front of the Al Hilal fans who love that. He wins the throw-in for the men in blue. Really pugnacious defensive work there from Ali Al-Balahi. Started every match in the Saudi Pro League this season. It's really nice play from Cancelo, getting away from Palacios. What a good run this is. In the end, it's a really good challenge. It was Malcolm with that fantastic run. And then the free kick conceded by Cancelo. Malcolm, not for the first time this evening, getting himself about on the right-hand side. And that really was a perfectly timed challenge from Kouadio. Kouadio was the man who conceded a penalty early on in the second leg of that semi-final back in May. Ruben Neves converted that. That was just in the 4th minute. And that reduced Lane's lead on aggregate to 4-3. But then Eric Jorgens popped up. Made it 1 apiece on the night and 5-3 on aggregate. Salim Al-Dassouri restored Hilal's lead on the night, but they couldn't find another goal, so Lane went through to the final. Nicely played by Salim Al-Dassouri, and in the end Lodi couldn't catch up with it. Greatest first touch from Al Yami again, but he manages to get it clear. That'll give him a little bit more confidence, I'm sure. Salim Al-Dassouri pick up the scraps there on this near side, below our commentary position here at the Hazza bin Zayed Stadium. Al-Dassouri, he's got a real itch to scratch in this competition. Remember, he was sent off in the first leg of the final a couple of years ago against Urawa Red Diamonds of Japan. And Al Hilal lost out over 2 legs then. And then last season, of course, came that disappointment. Despite all the success the team enjoyed, they weren't able to crown last season with the AFC Champions League title as well, going out at the semi-final stage. Hilal coming forward again, picked up by Savic, slots the ball through to Malcolm. He's kept it alive. Savic is there. The shot is blocked by Kouadio. Well, that was like a knife through butter there, wasn't it? Beautiful work from Hilal moving forward, but in the end they couldn't quite apply the finishing touch. Savic through the legs there of the defender. The ball kept alive by Malcolm, who did really well here to get it away from Khalid Issa. Frustration for Jesus. Not the first time his side have done nicely on that far side of the pitch, the right-hand side. They haven't quite been able to make that breakthrough. Cancelo is going to get a yellow card. In fact, Koulibaly's got the yellow card. Cancelo walking away. Rahimi's down. First yellow of the evening then. Koulibaly sliding in there. You can see the contact. It always looks far worse on replay, doesn't it, in slow motion like that. The surface very slick. Koulibaly having no complaints when the referee showed that card. They're going to check, in fact, VAR as to whether that should be a red card. A reminder, our VAR official, Abdullah Jamali, Nazmi Nazarudin of Malaysia, just chatting with the players, trying to calm things down. Contact was fairly minimal, you'd have to say. Was it a reckless challenge? I'd certainly say Koulibaly was trying to play the ball, and that indeed is the decision of Abdullah Jamali. No upgrade on that card. Hernan Crespo, in the lead up to the match, was talking about pressure. And Jorge Jesus was saying, well, we respect our lane, but we need to win, and we'll do everything we can to win. Just wondering what everything constitutes. Crespo, though, talking about pressure. He said there are still lots of games ahead in this league phase of the AFC Champions League Elite. He also said Al Hilal are favourites. We're at home. Want to make a special night again. And Rahimi trying to make it extra special there. It's the side netting, but he's still in a little bit of discomfort from that earlier challenge from Koulibaly. It was Koulibaly who was trying to close him down there as the ball was played beyond Ali Al-Balahi. Let's see if Rahimi can run off the issue. Did well to get ahead of Al-Balahi initially there. Park, Rahimi looks for options. Lovely bit of skill from him. Maybe he should have played it out to the far side. He acknowledges as much. He's obviously confident, and he wants to test Mohamed Al Yami. Not brought under control there by Salim Al Dossari. Coadio got that really important challenge in a little earlier on Malcolm. Park. Kaku is always available. Palacios trying to switch the play to the near side. Was that kept in by Mohamed Abbas? No, it wasn't. Mohamed Abbas, it's his 4th start in all competitions this season. One of those earlier ones came in match day 1. A 1-1 draw here against Al Sadd on the 16th of September. Traore with the tackle. Looked as though it came off Nasser Al Dossari last, but officials thought otherwise. It's good skill by Salim Al Dossari to the near side. Savage. It's the foul. Banda Alababi. Coming up to 25 minutes then, and you can see Crespo, little clap. I'm sure he's reasonably content with what he's seen from his team so far. Forward was looking for Eric Jorgens, didn't find him. Kaku forward, looking for Rahimi again, trying to get in behind the defence. Koulibaly snuffs out the danger. Mitrovic finds the run of Renan Lodi. Lodi gets the shot in and scores! First time they've really threatened Khalid Issa's goal. Lodi finds the back of the net. The Hilal fans ecstatic. so's the bench, and Renan Lodi opens the scoring. Oh yes, really quick counter-attack. He was played in by Mitrovic, made his way into the area, and shot through the legs, I think, in the end of Cardoso. Khalid Issa will have been unsighted. Yes, the ball's gone between Cardoso's legs into the corner of the net. Neymar up off the bench, absolutely ecstatic. So's Lodi. Vastly experienced player, even though he's only 26. Joined in last season's winter window from Marseille for 23 million euros. For UEFA Champions League campaigns as well. Now here come Hilal again. Gathered this time by Khalid Issa. Hilal looking to stretch their advantage. It's going to take all of Crespo and his team's composure now to keep on an even keel. They've made such an encouraging start, but all that counts for nothing now. With Hilal once again, as is so often the case, getting their noses in front. They're a class outfit, and they're showing it again now, absorbing some early pressure. Now Mitrovic can move forward. Chipping the ball towards the back post, looking for Savic. That's going to be a corner for the visitors. It's the Hilal fans who are making all the noise that you can hear now. The Lane supporters very much subdued. There they are, over in the corner, way to the right of our commentary position, behind Mohamed Al Yami's goal. They're all on their feet. They're looking for a second here. First corner of the night then for Al Hilal, to be taken by their captain Salim Al Dossari. Right below our commentary position, the referee absolutely certain there's no argy-bargy in that 6-yard box. Dossari punched away and punched well by Khalid Issa, getting good distance on that clearance. It's coming back with interest though by João Cancelo. Malcolm. Chip towards the back post, towards Mitrovic. And this time Khalid Issa gathers, and gathers well. Finds Kaku, tries to get the attack moving, not able to do so. KSA Al Dossari dictating play in the middle of the pitch. Malcolm. Savic. Period of possession here for the visitors. Savic makes a nice run into the penalty area. There'll be another corner coming off Park. Sergei Milinkovic-Savic, his second season at Al Hilal, joined in July of last year from Lazio. Ruben Neves is going to take the corner on the far side, right-footed. Second corner in quick succession for the visitors. Just over half an hour gone. They lead by a 1-0. Swung in towards the back post, looking for Koulibaly. He's the man who's committed a foul, bundling over Bandit Alababi. That really is a little enlarged show, that. Doing his best to get away from Kouadio first of all. Managed to do that, and then straight into the back of the Al Ain captain. much to the chagrin of the Al Hilal coach. Time for a drinks break. Very much a feature of football in this part of the world at this time of year, at the half-hour mark. Still very high humidity here, high temperatures, and a high-class goal here from Renan Lodi. Bursting forward on the overlap, thumping home a left-foot shot. You could just see there on that previous replay, Cardoso really frustrated he couldn't get the block in. It may even have come off his ankle looking at that last replay. Yeah, there may have been a little contact off the shin or the ankle, but the ball went straight through his legs. And Lodi celebrating in front of the Al Hilal fans. Neymar enjoyed it. He was up off the bench. He must be relishing being back in the big match atmosphere again after being out for so long. The Al Hilal fans certainly relishing their time at the Hazard bin Zayed Stadium so far this evening. Cooling break is over then. We'll crack on. No clean sheet for Ain this evening then. It's worth pointing out they've only had one clean sheet all season. That was in their last match, President's Cup game against First Division Hatta. They won 4-0. Prior to that, they played 2 matches in this competition, 5 matches in the UAE Pro League and 2 matches in the UAE League Cup, plus a match in the FIFA Intercontinental Cup, and they hadn't kept a clean sheet in all that time. Into the side netting. Mitrovic was through, but he really needed to go with his left foot there. Cardoso got that one wrong, badly wrong. He needed the left foot, and he got it all wrong there with the right, didn't he? Did the hard work to get away from the defender. Guardio. Jorgens. Palacios. Traore. Palacios again. Kaku always available. Palacios. Alababi. Long ball forward looking for Mohamed Abbas. There's an appeal for handball there. The referee's assistant was right on the spot. Didn't notice anything untoward with Lodi. Palacios. Alababi. Palacios. Well, that's nice play. Mohamed Abbas trying to get the cross in. And it was blocked by Koulibaly. Quick feet there from Ain. Really incisive passing. Palacios, lovely ball past Al-Balahi. Mohamed Abbas heading into the advertising boards, winning a corner. Kaku will take it then. And curl it in with his left foot. Trying to get it right under the crossbar. Yami does enough to get it away. Jorgens with the header back in. And in the end, it's good play from Cancelo. Well, ricocheted off his shins, and he decided the best course of action was to get it into Rosed. Even the best footballers in the world sometimes know that the no-nonsense approach is best. Salim Al-Dossari well tackled by Alababi. The ball's down the line. I don't think Mohamed Abbas will keep that in. No, he won't. There's just some flashes here from Ain of potential. They're showing that a little bit more composure, a little bit more quality on the pass. They can open up this Al Hilal defence. Hilal have conceded just 1 goal in this competition this season so far, and only 6 goals in 7 games in the Saudi Pro League. And it's a wild shot from Palacios. It's deflected behind. Let's have another look. Poor ball away, really. Sure that was heading in, but just kissed off Ruben Neves' studs. Not going behind. Short corner taken. Kaku towards the back post. Malcolm's back there defending after Park had headed it across the face of goal. Park with the throw straight back into action, trying to keep the tempo high. Jorgens picks out Kaku. Lovely ball that. Traore looking to give it back to Kaku, gets it all wrong. In fact, it was Kawadio who was up there. That was the touch of a centre-back, wasn't it? Neves. Malcolm. Koulibaly. Cross to Al-Balahi. Ball forward from Nasser Al-Dossari is not a particularly productive one. Palacios, who's deep to receive. Traore. And again. Kaku always seems to make himself available. Master of finding space on any pitch. Over the top, Mohamed Abbas finds Jorgens. Ball inside to Alababi. It's good play in the end, captain to captain. Salim Al-Dossari getting sufficient block in. Rahimi, who's been quiet for the last few minutes, he's in the corner now. Amazing little run into the penalty area. Took all of Lodi's skill to try and prevent that becoming even more of a threat than it was. Six and a half minutes of normal time remaining then. Palacios with his right foot. Trying to fashion a shot. Jorgens is there, yes! It's Rahimi, and it's 1-1. Oh, yes! Who else? Tremendous stuff. It was kept alive at the back post. Jorgens got the cross in, and Rahimi was the man who applied the finishing touch. Thought about a shot, kept it alive. Jorgens with the ball across. Rahimi was behind the ball. That I'm sure will count. It will be checked, of course. But he couldn't miss from that sort of range. Really well played by Park, though, to keep that alive. And there was Rahimi. So often the man to deliver for Alain, and he's done it again. Neymar wants more from his teammates. The goal counts, and we're all locked up at 1 apiece. Just what the game needed from a neutral's perspective. Alain getting back on terms. To an extent, I felt it was coming. It's good play from Traore. just showing signs, Alain, of being able to open up the Al Hilal defence. Sure enough, they managed it there. Cardoso will feel better now. He was crestfallen. An earlier shot went through his legs from Lodi to give Hilal the lead. All of a sudden, decibel levels here at the Hazard bin Zayed Stadium have gone up several notches. Al-Bolahi on this near side. Neves coming back deep to try and set things moving. Malcolm with the distinctive orange boots hugging that right touchline. Neves again. Patient stuff this from Hilal. What's their response going to be? It's being pegged back. Great work from Jorgens, the creator of the goal, and now the tackler. There he goes, and he wins the free kick against Savic. In fact, it's Palacios who's down there on that far side, and you can see he's remonstrating with the official. He was the one who won that ball initially. See Savic clattered into him. There's no way Savic was going to win the ball in that situation. Rahimi's down meanwhile. You might remember earlier in the half, took a challenge from Koulibaly. It doesn't seem to be related to that. That earlier problem was with his foot. You can see he's had some tape on his leg there. Have a look at that goal from Soufiane Rahimi again. What a year he's having. In the AFC Champions League in May, when he went to the Olympics. Ended up with a medal there for Morocco, playing as an overage player. Came back with a bronze. After Morocco beat Egypt in the 3rd and 4th place playoff. And now he's at it again in the AFC Champions League. What a talisman he's been since arriving here from Raja Casablanca in late summer of 2021. Twice he was the best player in the Moroccan league before his move. It's his 4th season here now at Alain. He's really made a name for himself. He's on the ball again now, cutting inside at pace. Down he goes. No foul on this occasion, and Malcolm can come forward. We're in the last minute of normal time in this first half. Savic, who's ringing out around the Hazard bin Zayed Stadium. Malcolm crossing to the back post. That's good work from Cardoso, getting up higher than Mitrovic. Savic chipping the ball forward. It's good work from Jorgens in the end. Official indicates that there's a minimum of 7 minutes to be played. Our 4th official this evening, Amar Ibrahim Hassan Mahfoud from Bahrain, holding his board up. Plenty of stoppages, plus that cooling break, of course, with lengthy VAR checks. Pressing high are Al Hilal, not allowing a lane to play out from the back. Nice flick from Salim Al Dossari. Mitrovic cutting inside. Neves out to Malcolm on that far side. Oh yes, Savic! It's 2-1. And no wonder Khalid Issa looks dumbstruck, because all of a sudden there was so much space on that right-hand side. Some items being thrown from the crowd, it appears there. Some water. Look at that. Savic. Well, he couldn't miss really, could he? So much time on that far side for Cancelo to pick his spot with the cross. And Savic, no one had picked him up. And from that sort of range, he simply wasn't going to miss. They switched off their Alain, and they've paid the ultimate price. They worked so hard to get back on level terms. And now they've got it all to do again. Sergei Milinkovic-Savic. 14 goals last season, 13 of them in the Saudi Pro League. It's his second goal this season in the AFC Champions League Elite. And once again, the Al Hilal fans in transports of delight. Savic actually scored Al Hilal's first goal of the season in this competition against Al Rayyan. A 3-1 win in Qatar on match day 1. And all of a sudden, you can hear a pin drop metaphorically in the stadium until Koulibaly challenges with Rahimi. Rahimi is saying blood has been drawn. He's not happy. Koulibaly, remember, has been booked already. He's had a yellow card. Everyone trying to make their point to the referee. Nobody was quite sure where the ball was, and then Koulibaly. The initial challenge was fine, but I'm not sure what he was doing with his right hand there. Perhaps a little bit fortunate to get away without further sanction. Free kick then for the hosts. Palacios. Kaku. Palacios in space, the call is shoot. He does so, and it's gone straight across the face of goal. Took a deflection, it's gone for a corner. Kouadio just wondering, was there any way I could have put my foot out there and just deflected it goalwards? He was oh so close to doing so. Corner swung in. Malcolm can try and bring it away. There's a chance for a quick break here. Nasser Al Dossari. Ball forward to Salim Al Dossari, who goes round the keeper, gets the shot in and scores! Oh yes! End-to-end stuff from Al Hilal. Fantastic. And they get their third, and it's their second in added time. No wonder their fans are happy. Salim Al Dossari in the right place at the right time, but a fantastic break. Nasser Al Dossari it was, played the through ball. Salim went round the keeper, and from a really acute angle, did fantastically well to get his right foot shot on target and erringly into the corner of the net. Khalid Issa had committed himself. There was no one home. And the captain for Al Hilal leading from the front. Well, this game produced goals in May. It's producing goals again now. Oh yes, little kiss from the coach, and why not? The goal will be checked, of course, by VAR. It's really a very straightforward process indeed. Well, if you can imagine the biggest balloon, and that balloon suddenly having all the air taken out of it, that's exactly what it's like here now at the Hazard bin Zayed Stadium. Hugely deflated atmosphere with those two goals in quick succession, which have really put Al Hilal very much on the front foot and in charge of this tie. We've played the 7 minutes now of added time, the minimum to be played after the 45. So it's just a case now of how much more time Mohamed Nazaruddin will add on. Hernan Crespo will have a fair deal of work to do during the interval to try and lift his players here. It's Al Hilal what the best sides do. With a bit of a strut now. Malcolm's through. Oh, and very nearly adding a fourth. Combining with Salim Al-Dossari. Didn't catch the ball all that cleanly, but it bounced up. Khalid Issa went to ground and very nearly the ball cleared him. On we go to the 9th minute of added time. Rahimi was also rosy in the garden for the home team when they equalised. The mood has changed now. It's switched 180 degrees. And those Alain players will want to get into the dressing room and hear what the coach has to say. Crespo looking on impassively. And I'm sure he's churning on the inside at the moment. Free kick goes Al Hilal's way for a push in the back. Jesus must be ecstatic with the way his players responded to that Alain equaliser. A bit of a wobble. They're now very much in charge. What a thrilling first half it's been here at the Hazard bin Zayed Stadium. 4 goals. Al Hilal, well, they're playing with a real swagger. Renan Lodi giving them the advantage with a shot between the legs of Cardoso on 25 minutes. Back came Alain with who else but Soufiane Rahimi getting the equaliser 5 minutes before the end of normal time. But their joy was short-lived because twice in added time Hilal hit to really put them in total control. Savage first of all with a header after Cancelo wasn't picked up on the right-hand side, and dinked across in, which Savage couldn't miss. And then a quick break saw Salim Al-Dossari, the captain, go round the goalkeeper and score from an acute angle. Alain then with it all to do in the second half on match day 3 here of the AFC Champions League Elite at the Hazard bin Zayed Stadium. Half-time, it's Alain, the champions, 1, Al Hilal 3. Welcome back to the Hazza bin Zayed Stadium for the second half of match day 3 of the AFC Champions League Elite. And Ain, the defending champions, have got it all to do. They're out first. Hernan Crespo, the coach, his team talk, a short, sharp one. And Alababi, the captain, making his point to his teammates. Al Hilal yet to emerge. Their coach in the dugout already, though, Jorge Jesus, and he must be a happy man because his side, unbeaten this season in all competitions, are leading by 3 goals to 1. They took the lead through Renan Lodi. Ain pegged them back 5 minutes before the end of regulation time. That man there, Soufiane Rahimi, who got 13 goals in the AFC Champions League last season. He was the man who drew the home side level, but then 2 goals in added time from Savic and Salim Al Dossari really have been a hammer blow to the home team. Referee Mohamed Nazmi Nazaruddin waiting for the OK to restart, making sure that all the players are back on the pitch. And here we go then, second half on match day 3, and the Saudi champions at the moment trumping the AFC champions. And straight away Malcolm on this near side races forward. It's the cross in, and that's easy enough for Khalid Issa. Malcolm frustrated because he had an opportunity there to really put Hilal in Sweet Street there at the beginning of this second half. Ain with it all to do. No changes by either side at half-time. How long, I wonder, if it stays like this, if it gets worse, will Crespo wait before he makes a change? Reminder that he's got Kojo Laba on the bench, a player who scored 8 goals in this competition last season. Who's got 102 goals in 110 appearances in the UAE Pro League, so he knows where the back of the net is. Coadio. Palacios. Traore. Fashion the equalizer for Ain. So much optimism around the stadium then. Rahimi, good tackle by Koulibaly. He's continued his run now. Mitrovic sees Koulibaly ahead of him. Mitrovic tries in the end to slide the ball forward to Salim Al Dossari. Just overcooks the pass. Dossari, scorer of the 3rd goal this evening for Hilal. Wonderful counter-attack from the visiting side. Finished off with aplomb from a really sharp angle. The captain, Kaku, does well. Thought about a shot there. Traore, he thought about 1-2 and has one, just wide. He struck it sweetly to Abdul Karim Traore. You can see it was always bending wide of the left-hand upright of Mohamed Al Yami. Goalkeeper had it covered, I think. Traore, a young player who's come through the ranks at Ain. Under-18 championship with the club. He's still only 19. Hilal fans you can hear at the moment, they're the ones making the vast majority of the noise. They're congregated behind Khalid Issa's goal in this second half. Palacios bundled off the ball. Mitrovic tries to turn provider. The shot comes in over the top in the end from Savic. Set up by Salim Al-Dossari. Good work from Cancelo. That was a good touch from Al-Dossari. Leaning back, Savic was always going over the top. Wallahi with a rugged challenge. Mohamed Abbas. Rahimi, all the way from goal there. Trying to dink the ball forward, not able to do so. Neves. Down goes Lodi. Frustration there for Rahimi. Quite a bit there, Rahimi, on the receiving end of so many fouls. And you can see there's Kojo Laba warming up along with his teammates. Long before he gets an introduction, it'll be a different style that's required from Alain if he comes on, a more direct style. Much more of a target man than Rahimi in that false 9 position. Palacios tackled, feels he was fouled, nothing was given. Cancelo shepherds that out, and that'll be a corner right in front of the Alain fans who enjoyed that. So the Al Hilal fans. Palacios for the first time just eased off the ball there in this second half. Last touch was Eric Jorgens. First corner of this second half, and it goes Al Hilal's way. Can they extend their advantage? Ruben Neves. Shot coming in from Nasser Al-Dossari. It's a good effort, not his best. It's his stronger foot. Just slicing across it. A little bit too much slice on that. Al-Dossari's first start of the season in this competition. Previous 2 match days, just 21 minutes, 2 appearances off the substitutes bench. Mitrovic chests it down to Malcolm. Passing to Mohamed Abbas. Try and race forward. Lodi in the foot race with him. Is so vitally important that Alain gets something out of this evening's match. After this, they'll have 5 more matches in this group stage. Their next 3 very testing indeed. They're away at Cristiano Ronaldo's Al Nassr on the 5th of November. 20 days later, they're home here against Al Ali, the Saudi Arabian side. Rahimi. Jorgens trying to trick his way through. Kaku with the cross. Rahimi got the little touch, which took it away from everyone. And Ababi can keep it alive. Cross is half blocked. Good play from Savic. clearance from Lodi. So Al Nassr and Al Ali. There's 2 assignments for Elaine. Paktakor away, Uzbekistan side for the end of the year. Kaku. Mohamed Abbas with a shot. Quick feet from him. Not enough venom in the effort. Easy enough for Al-Yami. It's appreciated by the home team. The fans, Labber getting a clap as well because he's been called back to the bench. It's appreciated too, and the fans starting to call his name here at the Hazza bin Zayed Stadium. Palacios. Traore again. Malcolm can burst forward and has to be a free kick. Traore pulling him back and probably a little bit lucky not to be booked. Saved by the fact that it was in the middle of the pitch really, but pull back like that so often results in a yellow card. Koulibaly, there was a bit of debate actually at half-time about whether he should have been shown his marching orders. And a flailing hand into the face of Rahimi at the back end of the first half. He's already received the yellow, of course. He's the only player who has been booked so far tonight. Dossary dispossessed. Barbie, ball forward looking for Rahimi. Balahi was back there. Kaku. Palacios lifts the ball forward to Rahimi, who's onside. Cut the ball back to Kaku, and perhaps he could have been a little less thought about his teammates. In fact, it wouldn't have counted anyway. Did he need to be more selfish here? Well, I guess it's immaterial now, really, because of that offside flag. So Traore coming off, and Labber coming on. Sanabria coming on, and Mohamed Abbas going off. So the first 2 changes. Sanabria, it's his 5th appearance off the bench this season. He scored in the previous match, the President's Cup round of 16, against First Division Hatta. An Argentinian. Signed in the summer from Lanús, former Argentina under-20 international. Cujo Labber, mentioned already, his reputation precedes him. 6 goals in all competitions this season. Malcolm slides the ball in, cleared away by Cardoso. Nasser Al-Dossari, no nonsense challenge from him. Well, those Al Hilal fans who've made the journey from Saudi Arabia, absolutely delighted with what they've seen so far in just shy of an hour. Labber wins that one in the air. Played by Al-Ababi. Long ball forward, looking for the pace of Labber. Koulibaly heads it away. Extra body up front now for Elaine. To an extent through caution to the wind. Savage goes down. Palacios, the guilty party. Just holding his head. Let's have a look at what prompted that. immediately obvious, is it? Crespo seems to get too animated on the sidelines unless his team scores. And there's a moment I'm sure everyone around the world will be waiting for. Neymar, will he, won't he, get on this evening? Just about half an hour or so to find out. Registered to play in the Saudi Pro League, but he is registered to play in the AFC Champions League Elite. So in that sense, it's a reasonably gentle introduction for him into top-level football. Next game for Al Hilal in this competition is against Istiklal, the Iranian side, at home on the 4th of November. Savic trying to get the cross in. Dosa was at the near post. He was the man who denied Mitrovic. Malcolm coming in at the back post as well. Hilal fans delighted with what they're seeing. Action now right in front of them. Relatively tiny corner of this Hazard bin Zayed Stadium. They're making their presence felt. Ruben Neves then with the corner on this near side, our commentary box side. Sweeps the ball in. Past Kojo Laba at the near post. Push in the back there by Rahimi. 2,000 Ain fans stand right in front of that incident, don't necessarily agree with it. So you can see quite clearly a shove with the left arm, sending Salim Al-Dossari to the ground. There's that shove. Al-Dossari needing no second invitation to go down. Rahimi demanding more from the fans. Meanwhile, Ruben Neves is down. Cancelo, whose cross set up the second goal. Malcolm as well in tactical discussions with Jorge Jesus. Let's have a look at the goals then. First came from Renan Lodi in 25 minutes, driving in a powerful shot across the face of goal into the corner of the net. The equalizer in 40 minutes from, who else? Soufiane Rahimi. It was Cancelo's cross, finding Savic, unmarked on the edge of the 6-yard box. Oh yes. And then a swift counter-attack, leading to a goal from Salim Al-Dossari. 2 goals actually in added time there at the end of the first half. And we're ready to get underway again. Free kick to Al Hilal. The greatest of clearances from Mohamed Al Yami, and you have to say, Alain, you're thinking what might have been if they lose this game tonight, because Al Yami hasn't looked wholly at ease tonight. They simply haven't put him under enough pressure. Lovely skill from Cancelo, weaving around, finding space in the middle of the pitch. It's a chance now for a counter-attack for the visitors. Malcolm finds Mitrovic. In the end, it was really neither a cross nor a shot. Just about dealt with by Alain. The alarm bells ringing once more in the home side's defence. It's been their Achilles heel this season. Just that one clean sheet. They've always looked so good going forward. A little bit porous at the back. Laba. Oh, he's got the ball across all the way. Yes, it's in. Out of absolutely nothing, really. The substitutes combining. Sanabria was at the back post, no one tracked his run, and Laba, so often the goal scorer, now the goal provider. It's game on again here. Laba picks the ball up, makes the run forward, and then no one at all at this back post picking up Sanabria. Well, there'll be a big inquest there in the Hilal defence. Cute finish from the 20-year-old Argentine. It's his second goal of the season and his second in consecutive matches. Scored in the President's Cup round of 16. Crespo looks around the stadium. He wants a response from the fans here. Certainly got a response from his substitutes there. Two players introduced and two of them combining. Malcolm. Back heel. Picks out Savage. Oh, it's in! It's 4-2. They've gone straight up the other end, Al Hilal, and restored their two-goal advantage. And it's that man again, the captain, Salim Al-Dusari, right in front of the Al Hilal fans. Well, it was a 6-goal thriller here in May between these two teams, and we've got 6 again now. Swept in with his right foot by the captain. Savage's ball in, and it was just helped on its way. Al-Dosari getting in front of Bandar Al-Ababi, and there was nothing that Khalid Issa could do about that. Way beyond his reach, into the top corner of the net, and it's 4-2. Trademark celebration from Al-Dosari, and the reaction there of Crespo says it all. VAR check complete. And Alain's misery pretty much complete. They'd worked so hard there to get back within a goal of the visitors. All that hard work undone in the blink of an eye. Kaku trying to get the crossover. Al-Dosari, who's on a hat-trick now, of course, gets the block in. Rahimi. Sanabria. Palacios. Rahimi, I think he stayed onside. Trying to get a shot in and scores! Oh, yes! Rahimi! He loves doing that. He loves coming in off the left wing, getting onto his right foot. He completely wrong-footed Al-Yami there. Al-Yami was expecting it to go across goal. Rahimi went for the near post. He was just onside there. The goalkeeper wrong-footed. He felt let down by his defence. But was his positioning an issue? Well, it's a game that just keeps giving, this one, isn't it? Rahimi's second, Alain's third, and those fans believe again. It's a never-say-die attitude by the home team. A couple of substitutions as well about to take place, one for each side. Mohamed Kanu and Gino Infantino waiting to come on. VAR is checking. Here are the lines. Looks all fine and dandy from an Alain perspective. Park Yong-woo is going to come off for the home team to be replaced by Infantino. An appreciation from the fans and indeed his coach. The goal will count, and Infantino, who made his first start for Alain in the President's Cup round of 16 when he scored. The changes as well. Neves coming off. Mohamed Kanu replacing him. Neves we saw down a little earlier. The other change, I think, a rather sensible one. Koulibaly on a yellow card, off he goes to be replaced by Hassan Al-Tambakti. Central defender replaced by another one. Malcolm on this near side then. 3 goals in the space of just about 5 minutes have really fired up this match once again. Just a goal in it now. We've still got just over 20 minutes to go, plus whatever time the officials add on. So plenty more time for thrills and spills. A long ball forward for Rahimi. He's got Labber up with him around the penalty spot. Tries to get the ball across and wins a corner. Blocked by Al-Balahi. It's the Alain fans on their feet now. Corner taken quickly. Rahimi wins another one. Lodi with the block this time. Kaku on that far side with the corner, swinging it in left-footed. Labber felt he should have done better there at the near post. There, keeping it alive from Cardoso, but now a chance for a quick break for Al Hilal, surging forward. Good run from Cancelo. Mitrovic in the end crowded out, 3 defenders for company. End-to-end stuff. It's almost like a game of basketball this at the moment. Labber, long ball forward, looking for the run of Sanabria. Just a little bit too long, though. It's a coach's nightmare, this sort of game. Really open at both ends. A bit of control lacking from either team. Crespo pacing the technical area, almost like an expectant father. Al-Balahi forward. Mitrovic does so well in his back to goal to hold the ball up and get it out to Malcolm on this near side. Cancelo. Past a foul challenge there of Jorgens. Forward can come Alain once again. Kaku gets the ball out to Bandar Alababi. The Alain captain loves to race forward in that wing-back position. He feels he was fouled. He's frustrated. It was Lodi against Alababi, and Lodi on this occasion came out victorious. And you can see Lodi's view of Alababi's protestations. It's fair to say he's not too impressed. Well, looks as though we're going to get the moment so many people around the world have been waiting for. The return of Neymar. That'll have to wait though, as Al Dossari is there, goes down under challenge from Kouadio. No protestations from him. Laba was fouled by Al-Bolahi. And Alain get the ball rolling again on this near side. Sanabria, down he goes under challenge. Fair challenge though from Cancelo. Slides a lovely ball forward to Savic. Looks for the run of Mitrovic. Looks the ball just stuck under his feet. And again, forward come Alain. Alababi looking for Laba. Takes it on the chest. Dealt with by Tambakti. Dossari surging forward. Oh, yes! A hat-trick for the captain. Wonderful strike. That was unstoppable. It almost burst the net. A fifth goal on the night for Al Hilal. And a third for the captain. What a hit with his right foot. A surging run. He wasn't to be denied. Bang! Picked that one out of the back of the net. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. With that goal comes the change for the visitors. Nasser Al Dossari is down, and the rest of this match out. And Neymar will come on to replace him. The man who's made just 2 league starts for Al Hilal after signing in August of 2023. Suffered a torn ACL and meniscus in his left knee on international duty with Brazil. Been a long road back for him, but that road is about to reach its destination. Look at the smiles there. Neymar's family here to enjoy the moment. There's confirmation of the change. One of the outstanding players of the modern era. He's now back in action. But what a goal that was. And even Kouadio very sportingly acknowledges that wonderful, wonderful strike. Khalid Issa was airborne. There was no way he was keeping that out of the net. I think the strike was good. How about the celebration? 3, that's it. A hat-trick for Al Dossari. What a game we have had here, and still power to add. Comfortable enough for Al-Yami. Alain fans who've come here in their numbers this evening say they'll be crestfallen by what's happening. It's the understatement of the year, any year. Every time they've looked as though they're fashioning a way back into the match. The situation gets away from them, and that's going to be a yellow card. Al-Bolahi, he's saying that ball's just hit him on the shoulder. as the ball's coming from behind him. We'll need to see a replay there. The referee was right on the spot. You can see him running forward. Oh, and I think the referee's got that absolutely spot on. Al-Balahi, definite movement of the arm there. Could even make a case for that being a straight red, because Lambert and Al-Balahi were running through on goal, and indeed it is going to be checked by our VAR official Abdullah Jamali. And the referee is going to come across and have a look at the monitor, and this doesn't surprise me in any way, having seen that last replay. I think Al-Balahi could be in big trouble here. Monitor positioned down in the tunnel, and you can see there's no one beyond Al-Balahi. Lambert has outpaced Hassan Al-Tambakti. That's the really incriminating angle there that shows a deliberate movement from Ali Al-Balahi with his left arm towards the ball. And you could certainly argue that's preventing a goal-scoring opportunity for Lambert. Our referee, Mohammed Nazmi Nazaruddin from Malaysia, looking at it over and over again from a variety of different angles, just making sure first of all as well you can see that Lambert is onside when the ball is played. That appears to be fine, although they will I'm sure check that as well. Don't take my word for it. The lines being drawn in by our VAR officials, so no problems there with Lambert being onside when the ball was played. Our referees finished his check of the monitor, and he's going to his pocket. He's cancelling the yellow card and getting a red one out. Al-Balahi has to walk. He can't believe it. But I'm sure if he sees the replays that we've just seen, he'll understand the decision. The Hilal fans aren't happy. Means for the last 10 minutes plus whatever time is added on by our officials, Al Hilal will be down to 10 men. Well, this game has had absolutely everything. Al-Balahi's still on the pitch. I'm not quite sure why. He's been given his marching orders. Palacios trying to get him off. Al-Balahi's going to be in big trouble here. It won't go down well with the referee, I can promise you that. A couple more changes about to take place for Alain. Al-Balahi still arguing the toss as he walks down the tunnel. A bit late for that now, though. Neymar back on defensive duty, and a free kick just outside the area. Rahimi Palacios. We're around the ball. It's Rahimi. Oh, good save. Top stop that from Al Yami. Just looked a little bit hesitant at times this evening, but it was hit like a rocket. That he got down so well and so quickly to his right to parry that ball behind for a corner. Rahimi again. Again he attempts the shot. Let's have another look at that effort. A really good save from Mohamed Al Yami. Good strong right hand. Al Hashmi, UAE central defender, and Felipe Salamoni coming on. Cardoso going off. Cardoso replaced by the man he's replaced in the starting lineup, Al Hashmi. UAE central defender, and Eric Jorgens still perhaps not 100% after coming back, having missed the start of the season with an ankle injury. Oh, and Al Dosseri creating chaos again at the back there with that run. Looking for a fourth goal. Al Hashmi just barging into him and doing that all that successfully. It's gone behind for a corner. Gawardio getting the block in. But in the end, a free kick has been given. I think the decision was that Al Dosseri was offside. The decision was taken in the end that it wasn't a corner. Ball might have come off Al Dosseri last. So less than 5 minutes of normal time to go. I'm absolutely sure we're going to get an awful lot of additional time. I reckon we're heading for at least 10 minutes of that. Sanabria leaves it. Ball crossed over, not dealt with by Al Yami. Flapped at that a little bit. Kaku's down, just off the pitch, and play goes on. Now Neymar feeds Mitrovic. Neymar again. Oh, just wide. Wouldn't that have been a storybook situation? At the other end, was this a penalty? Kaku clattered into by Al Yami. Abba missed it, Al Yami missed it. Then Al Yami, did he clean up Kaku? On we go. Fourth official says nothing to see there. Sorry, VAR, I should say. Breathless stuff. Palacios switches play to Kaku. Made a recovery. Looks for Bandar Alababi. He can't keep that in. There's a running machine, that man on the right-hand side. Neymar felt this should have been a corner. He felt the goalkeeper got a little touch on that. This angle will show us more. Yes, it was a fingertip from Khalid Issa. A really good save, that. So Neymar had a point. He's conceded 5 goals tonight, Khalid Issa. He made sure on that occasion he wasn't going to concede a 6th. Two goals in total he's conceded this term. This is his 9th start. That's not a good statistic from an Alain perspective. Another change now, this time for the visitors. Mitrovic, who's run himself into the ground tonight. He's done a really fine job. Held the ball up superbly well. He's a goal scorer supreme. And tonight, he's done a lot of the spade work. Worked so hard for his team. He deserves the applause that he's getting from the Al Hilal supporters as he makes his way off the ground. He's just shoring up at the back a little bit. Jorge Jesus. Khalifa Al Dossari comes on. 33-year-old, very experienced defender. It's his 4th AFC Champions League campaign, actually, with Al Hilal. It's his first time on the pitch this season in this competition. He was an unused substitute. Match days 1 and 2. So we're into the last minute now of normal time. Lava surely offside there. They allowed to continue. Shot comes in. Lava picks up the scraps again. Crosses towards the back post. And indeed, the offside is confirmed. See there, Lava trying to bend his run. No doubt at all that he was beyond the last defender. It was Hassan Tambakti. Check of the watch there by Jorge Jesus. And finds out from the 4th official this evening, Ibrahim Hassan Mahfoud of Bahrain. We've got an additional 12 minutes to be played. Doesn't surprise me that at all. So many VAR referrals, injuries, goals, of course, substitutions. Lodi on that far side, the man who started the mayhem this evening by scoring the first goal. It was a match that everyone was looking forward to, and it certainly delivered. Salamoni with the cross. Defending. Just pulled out of that tackle though. Cross comes in towards the near post. That's a corner. Rahimi was there. You can see Neymar pulling out of that. It's good work by Sanabria to get the ball over. And in the end, good work from Tambakti as well to snuff out the danger. Corner then for Alain, below our commentary position. Headed away by Savic, and a chance now for a break. Al Dossari, and that'll be a yellow card. The easier decisions of the evening for our referee, Mr. Nazaruddin. Palacios goes into the referee's notebook. Salim Al Dossari's pace this evening has terrified the Alain defence at various times, and that was another example of it. And I mentioned that the AFC Champions League is an itch that Salim Al Dossari wants to scratch after the last 2 campaigns. He's certainly gone about it in emphatic fashion this evening, hasn't he? Trick for him, 5 goals for his side. Tackle by his opposite number with the armband, and Alababi. To the 3rd minute of added time already. Into Rosed from Khalid Al Hashmi. AFC Champions League with Ain last season, of course, and the UAE international, but he's been struggling for time on the pitch this season. Cardoso, the summer signing. Chance for a break now from Rahimi. He's still got pace to burn. Down he goes under challenge, and the referee points to the spot. He really is an excitement machine, Soufiane Rahimi. You just can't give him space. But is it offside? Was Labber offside? Was Rahimi offside there? That's going to be checked. Clumsy challenge from Khalifa Al Dossari. Putting his arm across Rahimi and then bundling him to the floor. The offside will be checked. Crespo wants a red card there, I think, for the substitute. For Al Dossari. The offside will need to be checked first. Rahimi's placed the ball. Penalty's going to be checked as well. The VAR official is going to have square eyes this evening. He's looked at the screen so many times. He's all ready to go. He just wants the okay from the referee. No offside, so it's just a case of clearance from Abdullah Jamali to say it's okay for the penalty to go ahead. The referee gave the decision, remember. Check still going on. Decision is a penalty. Rahimi. Yes! 5-4. Sends Al-Yami the wrong way. And there's still time aplenty here for Ain to see if they can come back from the dead. Cool as you like, Soufiane Rahimi. Remember, he scored 2 penalties in this fixture in May, in that 4-2 win when he got a hat-trick. Well, he's got another hat-trick now. 3 for Rahimi, 4 for Ain. But still, they're on the wrong end of the scoreline. What an incredible match. Neymar takes a tumble. No free kick given in his favour. Savage not too impressed. The ball's in the dugout. And on we go. Both coaches will be not wanting to see this back again, I can promise you that. It's been so open. So many defensive errors, but it's been such wonderful entertainment for the neutral. Wherever you're watching, I hope you've been really enjoying yourselves. Goals aplenty. On this near side now, Sanabria, score of the second Ain goal, checks back, finds Rahimi. Tries to whip the ball in. Gets that one wrong. The whistles you can hear are coming from the Al Hilal fans. I think Jorge Jesus has probably aged about 20 years pacing around that technical area. Remember, his side unbeaten so far this season. They came here last season on a run of 34 successive wins, only to lose 4-2 in that semi-final first leg. Malcolm penalised now, much to his amusement. This is the 16th game that these two sides have played against each other. Hilal have won 7, Ain have won 6, and there have been 2 draws. It's tonight going to produce, still very much in the balance. We've got to give Ain a huge amount of credit. They've been knocked down so many times this evening, but they've kept on coming back. Rahimi dinks it in. Laba! Oh, just wide. Well, that would have been the icing on the cake, an equalizer with an overhead. Rahimi providing, and Laba. Let's see how wide it was in the end. Wonderful effort. Quite good enough. If that had gone in, I think it would have brought the house down. Al-Yami taking his time. Crespo scored some spectacular goals himself over a starred career. Jorge Jesus, he's going to need to lie down after tonight's match, I reckon. Is that a free kick? Yes, it is. Cancelo's going to get a booking now, I reckon. Cards coming out. Just catching Infantino. 11th minute of added time, a minimum of 12 to be played, remember. Oh, and an error on that far side by Alababi. Just a loss of concentration, just taking his eye off the ball. The Hilal fans desperate for that final whistle now. The Ain fans just want the game to go on and on. Time for one more chance here for the home team. Rahimi gets it in towards the far post. Sanabria was sliding in. It's been kept in on this near side by Salamone. Dinked in again, and this time Al-Yami does really well. Had to come and claim it. A very, very difficult situation. This was good work from Salamone. Oh, so close to 2 players there for Ain. Sanabria at the back post, and also Laba getting on the end of that. Hashmi takes that on the chest. Just about reached the end of the minimum of 12 to be played. Now Rahimi's gone down. Khalifa Al-Dossari, he gets a yellow card for a push in the face. Remember that Koulibaly did something similar to Rahimi in the first half and didn't receive a card. Rahimi certainly made the most of it. This surely now will be the last opportunity for Ain to get something out of this match. Kaku is the man over the ball. Dinks in the free kick to the back post. One in the air by Savic. It's still in there. And in the end, Al-Yami comes and claims it. It's been a pressurised night at the back for both teams. Al Hilal down to 10 men. Have they done enough to hold on? On we go. 114th minute now. Neymar tries to put that out of danger. You see there, quite cynical from him. He knew exactly what he was doing, going into the back of Rander Alababi. Rahimi demanding the ball, crossing the ball. The header comes in, and it's wide of the target. Kouadia was up there. Big central defender. He's bitterly disappointed. He didn't get that one going goalwards. He knows that was a good opportunity, and so do they. Now a yellow card has been shown to someone in the Al Hilal backroom team. They're obviously demanding the end of the game. They think all the time that should be played has been played. Salim Al-Dossari with a header forward. And again, Palacios. Challenges flying in. Koulibaly playing as an additional attacker now. Rahimi still going. Gets the crossover. It's still there. Oh, and the shot comes in from Kaku. It's blocked somehow, anyhow, by Al Hilal. Frantic stuff, right at the death. Palacios out to the far side. Alababi. What sort of cross can he get in? Laba's there. And it's gone for a corner. Mohamed Kanu it was in the end, who got the last touch. Alababi takes that corner towards the back post. It's gone all the way through, and the referee brings an absolute classic to a conclusion. Victory again for Al Hilal. They're a winning machine. Their fans celebrate. The backroom team are on the pitch as well. There's some ugly scenes between the two sets of players, but we really have been privileged tonight to witness one of the great AFC Champions League matches. 9 goals, 2 hat-tricks, and what a captain's performance from Salim Al-Dossari. 3 goals for him. Renan Lodi had opened the scoring for the visitors. And it was a Sergei Savic header as well. There were 2 goals in added time at the end of the first half, which really were a kick in the guts for Alain after they dragged themselves level through the first of Rahimi's strikes on the evening. Sanabria also on the score sheet for Alain. It was 3-1 at half-time. Al Hilal made it 4-2, 5-3, but back came Alain each time. Rahimi confirming his hat-trick with a penalty in the 5th minute of added time. Al-Balahi was given a red card for getting the ball away from substitute Laba with his arm, but in the end the smiles belong to the visiting team, and Salim Al-Dossari in particular. What a match we've had here at the Hazza bin Zayed Stadium. It's 3 wins from 3 for Al Hilal and 1 point from 3 for the defending champions. It's all over, and the Alain fans leaving disconsolately. A comeback for Neymar this evening. He came on as a second-half substitute. Joy for him, frustration for Alain. It's all over then, and it's finished. Alain 4, Al Hilal 5.